Welcome to Blended Philosophy. The topic for this episode is labour. Primary question is what's the best pattern of work? And the secondary question is the outcome of meeting customer demand the best pattern of work?
You gotta be open 24/7 in case anyone wants to demand you.
Yes, so you're open 24/7 and then, you look at the cash register. I'm sure there's ways of logging it. And you go, oh, well, there's no one in these 3 hours, and only one person for like 5 minutes here. So, you work around, you do your feedback and you close for some parts and,
Okay, but what if sometimes the store is closed when I would like it to be open? Should they open back up for me? Just because
no, but you would have to make that known somehow. So
okay.
if there was say the majority of orders were pre-orders when the shop was shut, then they'll go, oh, we should be open for those times. And then, if they can track it.
If I sent them an email and it was just me,
like just@me.com.
just me asking them to be open
You go
at
in
9 PM on a Wednesday.
Well, then the reply would be from 9 to 9:03. How long do you need to buy a book? What are you doing there? What's the,
I want them to cook me up some ramen.
Okay, well it takes about, 5,000 years to, about 20 minutes to cook the ramen, about 5,000 years to drag it through some salt to get the flavour in.
Okay.
And maybe just take a nice turd on it, right? So,
Not a ramen fan.
and then to eat it would take another 30 minutes, so from 9 to 10. You want them to be open?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be open from 9 to 10.
That does not make economical
I
sense.
don't,
Because even if everything I paid for ramen, let's say $25, was pure profit, which it would not be.
that's just,
Right?
no. That's just bad business plan right there. Of course the ramen should be pure profit. But
Look at the ingredients.
Dave does not understand business.
No. Don't try and turn this around on me. I'm not the dumb one here that sells ramen at a gross loss.
What?
I'm not the dumb one here that sells each individual bowl of
A
ramen
gross loss would
at a
mean
loss.
you sold it for a negative price.
That's why you said what, and then I said what I meant, rather than repeating myself like an idiot.
Right.
I'm not the dumb one that sells every bowl at a loss, am I? No. I'm the smart one that's hey, maybe we should meet consumer demands. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's find out.
If it cost you $5 for the ingredients which you put in the ramen,
Mm-hmm.
how can you then, in your vocabulary, not sell it for a loss
What?
with any price?
If it cost you, let's say $5 to make a bowl of ramen, then you should charge at least $5.05 for that bowl of ramen.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
saying, right, let's imagine that all the price of the ramen was profit, net profit,
Sure.
not sales, gross sales, net profit.
I thought I knew what gross and net meant. You apparently have a different idea, so you should probably stop using those terms.
It just means how much money you make after your expenses. So if you pay
So profit then.
profit, yeah.
Revenue minus expenses, profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. So you have no expenses on the ramen. Yeah.
What?
In this hypothetical, in the best case scenario, right?
Unless you milk.
You had no expenses for the ramen that I paid $25 for.
Mm-hmm. There's a jug in the fridge.
Oh. With the stuff you made?
Yeah. It's the bottom drawer.
Oh.
In that scenario, even if you took the owner took the $25 and it was pure profit,
Yeah.
that would not be enough to justify them driving out, turning the
What are
lights
you
on.
driving out? They normally close at 6.
Yeah,
Oh, well, okay.
driving out,
Sure.
actually cooking the ramen.
No. They don't drive out. No, I suppose they could. But invest in a hammock for 6 to 8:45. You know, they want to be open at 8:59.
What's minimum wage, Dave?
It's a total scam, and we should get rid of it.
It's a scam.
Scam. It's ridiculous. But you're
Which part's ridiculous?
okay. We're still on topic. Yeah. The minimum wage contributes to inflation in a heavy way. It's, you're saying, oh, you this is the least amount of money that we can pay you. We're going to pay you this, and you just accept that. You're like, well, that's minimum wage. Fine. You know, I'm entry level job. I'll get minimum wage. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then, but
Is your problem there that you
Or-
think the minimum wage isn't high enough, or it's not adjusted?
it's compulsory.
Well, you shouldn't
That's
have
my
one.
problem.
No,
I don't
but
think it should be one at all.
if the minimum wage was $100 per hour, would you
Mhm.
still have that exact complaint?
Yeah. The fact is that it's compulsory.
Yeah, but your complaint, the first one, was that
I'm not
you
finished.
can't.
I haven't.
I'm taking it point by point here, you know.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, fair enough.
You should look at it holistically.
So, see, now I've lost my train of thought because you kept rambling on
I
about
told you, look at it
this and that.
holistically. You gotta look at it holistically.
No, I've got it. All right. It'll
Okay,
come back
okay,
to me.
okay.
I'm just going to start talking and it's going to all come back to me.
Okay. I'm
So-
going to keep eating, so.
Before you were saying, you look and you're like, oh, I'm happy. I've got minimum wage because you, and that's sort of implying that you
No.
could,
No,
you're not getting what you wanted
no,
or could have got.
no. I'm saying it's ridiculous for people to accept minimum wage. Because you're like, oh, entry level job, I guess I'll take it. Ridiculous.
What if the minimum wage?
Yes, there wasn't one, but if there wasn't one, then how would that play out, do you reckon? Like, when you got
Okay.
to this job, you'd be like less inclined to be like, nah, this is okay. Because there's nothing to base it off, or...
Exactly,
I don't
yeah.
know.
So if you're working in a bicycle repair shop, and like, okay, let's say a bicycle store, and like you're maybe the cashier. That's got cash handling, but you don't have to have any sales experience or so forth.
Yeah.
In what we've got at the moment, I don't actually know what minimum wage is. Let's say it's
20. Show 20.
Let's say it's $20 an hour. Anyway, you go in with your resume and say, oh, I'm at high school, please don't yell at me or I'll cry. And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're hiring you at $20 an hour. You know, if you fuck up 3 times, you're out the door, sort of thing. Or maybe you're a casual.
Yeah.
With 24 hours notice for each person. And like, oh, I guess, you know, and then you, but another scenario. So say,
Is this stuff day?
On the veggie rule.
there's another scenario without minimum wage. They're going to go, oh, well, we're going to offer you
$5.
$15 an hour. And you go, well, no, actually, I'm worth more than that. Didn't you read my resume? I'm actually worth $17.50 an hour.
Yeah.
And then they go, well, yeah, we're not really looking for, we need a little bit more of that if we were going to pay you $17.50 an hour. Like you never, you don't have any experience. We can trust you with cash handling.
Yeah.
What's this going to be? And you get into a conversation and a negotiation, and you might actually maybe you end up going you know what, these guys down the road maybe they're offering 22 an hour.
Yeah.
And that's on the window.
I think
So I can go in there.
any rate.
I can go in there, and if they shit on me, I can get $17.50.
Yeah.
So or maybe
I don't know if that's
maybe the reverse will happen. Maybe they'll go, oh well, actually look at your resume now, no experience at all. Never mind, $10 an hour, and you might have to take it for the time being. You know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But I mean, like you highlight a few scenarios. I don't know if not having a minimum wage would help with some of those. Like, I don't know, your scenarios just ended up with getting paid less than minimum wage.
A minimum.
2 out of 3. I was just trying to be fair.
Yeah.
Show
That's
me
what would
outside
happen.
or-
I feel like so many places would try and pay below minimum.
Well, I feel
but-
like you're a little bitch.
Not having a minimum wage means there's no floor for which a capitalist can set the price of your labour.
Yes.
So therefore, it's going to go to as low as they can get.
Yes.
Yeah?
It already is as low as they can get. But as low as they can get is the government mandated minimum wage.
Yeah, but we're also
The difference being that as low as they can get now
Ah.
is the negotiation with the employee. It's a personal
Yes, but
relationship.
if there was no Centrelink, right? And someone didn't have a
Really,
job,
sign me up. Yeah.
it suddenly becomes, oh, I actually can't eat unless I have a job. And at that point,
At that point, you come guns blazing. Because if you don't get at least $10 an hour, you're going to starve. So you ask for 15, assuming that you're going to go into a negotiation, and you might come out with $12 an hour.
Yes, but
It's fantastic. You can save $2 for every hour that you work.
yes, but if there was minimum wage, you would have ended up with more.
Yes, in this scenario, you would have ended up with
I think the only
$8 more per hour.
I think where minimum wage doesn't make sense is for something that's like a traineeship. Like, let's say I wanted to learn, I wanted to go and work on like rockets or something. I don't know anything about rockets. So therefore I'm probably a hindrance, but perhaps in some ways I could slightly help. You know?
You could get them like a spanner and stuff.
I
the
could.
problem comes when like Pajit is like, I'll do it for whatever, like a low wage, and then
Yeah.
everyone else is like, no, we were making a stand.
Yeah. Yeah, someone's like, yeah, actually, you know,
I'd love to do that for
I'll do it for 15, yeah.
no Pajit.
Solidarity. Yeah.
That was a big part of Billy Elliot, wasn't it? That they're all... Okay, just take my word for it, it was.
Billy Elliot, what's that?
That's a movie about a kid is in Ireland, but he wants to do ballet and no one wants him to do ballet. But then also, like, it was just during a time where there was I think it was a labour shortage. No, the reverse of that.
Surplus.
Yeah, I guess. A high, significantly
Like
high
graduation or something.
unemployment rate in Ireland at the time. And one of the big plot points was his dad took a low paying job when everyone else was like against, like protesting against the machine, raging against the machine sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So if, say for instance, you had a company called, let's say it was jungle.org,
Yeah.
and you were selling consumer products online.
From the jungle.
Like palm oil.
No, that comes naturally.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Or they get the marketing team on it. And then you see lots of people buying these particular headphones or whatever it is. And you're gonna start making more headphones, right? You go, there's a 22,036 orders of headphones.
I'm
Yeah?
gonna actually buy those headphones.
Let's build 22,036 headphones.
Yeah.
Buy 800
And-
China.
Ship them out, and from the jungle in China, exactly. Yeah,
Sort of. Yeah, you know. Wherever the sweatshop is.
it's a jungle up there, but it's so if you're meeting consumer demand on your product, why would you not meet consumer demand on your opening hours? So that actually no, forget about opening hours. You've got to meet consumer demand on your product, and therefore you'd have to put the amount of work to make those 22,036 headphones.
Hold on one second, I just got to put this point out there.
Mm-hmm.
How cucked must China be in that they make all this stuff that they send off to companies in the West, which then just sell the product from China for double or triple,
Yeah.
and
All of that.
and all they had to do, they're on the bloody internet. Why can't they sell it direct from China? Instead they're like, I don't want to be rich. I'll just send it to you and watch you be rich using my product.
No, it's also people who make those things, who order those things. So if like an Asian company said, right, so like fuck this, we're just gonna make our products and sell them. Yeah, like everyone in like Australia would be like, oh look, like the same company that used to make iPhones is making like the exact same thing, but it's not called an iPhone. Like they're not gonna buy it. They're not even gonna buy it if it's like half the price. Like I'm saying, like everyone in like our generation and like even like the generations above and below, like if an Asian company said, right, like when we're not gonna make this shit anymore, they just sell it off for 3 times as much. We're gonna sell it ourselves. Like in our countries, they wouldn't buy it. They'd just be like, nah, we want the marked up stuff.
For some tech stuff, like but I'm thinking of generic parts. Like the other day on Twitter, I saw these globes which were planets or moons,
And they like hovered and like spun around on the thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of pretty cool.
Yeah.
But 100%, I clicked through on their website to see like how much is this thing. It's like $100. And I'm thinking, for sure, they just got some factory in China pumping these out, and then they're for like $5 each or less. And then they're selling this for crazy markup online. And it's that type of random crap. Like things, like the stuff you find in things.
If you have to sell 22,036 headphones, you're going to make them, and therefore put in the work so they will be made, right?
in an efficient manner.
Of course. Yeah.
What's not efficient is keeping the store open to sell to one customer. Unless
I
they're
can see
more
what you're
customer,
getting at.
like they're going to spend big.
I can see what you're getting at, but yes, that is one patch up there, if you will.
Take the restaurant example from the beginning, yeah?
But if they've got friends, say you go to Ramen at 9
And I
o'clock.
order rice, that's all I order.
You
$3
order
rice.
rice, right? Yeah, $3 rice.
They got
I
scammed.
don't really care how much it costs because I'm gonna up market it or whatever it's called.
How much do you market the
Sell it to a
rice?
hobo for $4.
What do you...
Until it turns a profit, you fucking idiot. Like I don't care how much you.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't care how much you spend on it.
Wait, let me just clarify this, alright? So, I email you, and I'm like, hey, tonight I want some rice at 9 p.m. Can you open the store? And then they're like, yeah, okay. I get there, and they've worked out, alright, I want to be paid this much for the hour that I need to man the store, and then wash the dishes, and close up, and fuel, the gas, all this other stuff. So therefore the rice is going to cost you $22. You know, for your rice. The same bowl of rice that during the day costs you $3. Would they reply to that in my email and say, yes, we can do that, but the rice will cost you $23? Or what's going to happen? How's that going to play out? Are we going to up?
If it was me running it, I would do a slow burn until it makes it to $22. So every quarter, I would just increase it by 22 cents or whatever.
Every
it is.
quarter.
Quarter.
Quarter what?
Quarter of a year. That's how businesses run.
But what if it's a once off?
No. I'm gonna increase it. So this quarter, sure, it's $3, and then the next quarter will be $3.22 or whatever it is, until I make it up to $20. Did you say, or $22?
That's going to be a long time.
Yeah, a slow burn. Like you got the heat down low, and there's a fan in there as well.
Yeah, but you just made a loss on that rice. Don't you understand that? Oh, I'm being sold for a loss. Sell it for loss.
I think it definitely depends on like.
You can't just catch people out.
I mean, you're trying to make.
That's what I would do if I was running the ramen shop. I don't know.
So you'd be running it not very well then.
Well, maybe not. But here's the thing. So, like you said, if they're a big spender, they go. But
It'd be different if I was like, I'm going to have a huge party with
if
like
you're going
50
to
people.
ramen,
Can you
exactly.
open
If you're going to ramen 9 o'clock, wouldn't you invite Rosie? Probably wouldn't invite me, but wouldn't you invite your mates? Sure, you'll have a bowl of rice, but then Rosie will go, oh no, I don't really like rice. I'm going to have, there's some noodles, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to have...
Well, they've got noodles in the bowl.
They would sell noodles, because sometimes is when you want it. So they would sell noodles.
Well, I guess the noodles are in the soup, so they do sell noodles.
Okay, what is it? Noodle soup. And she gets one of those crazy Asian drinks, and it doesn't taste so good. Let me have some Coke. Oh, we're out of Coke. Oh, I'll have the 1.25 liter of lift, and you know what I mean. And then, but then she's got her mates, and you got your mates, and they're all of a sudden the guys are, it's 10:01 and he's like, oh, I've got to get out of here. You guys are still eating, so, it's, or maybe, because you might invite me, but I wouldn't come.
You see what's going on?
No, let me finish. Rosie might come to see, drinks or whatever, maybe it's a date night, I don't know. And then someone's walking by and they're going, oh, I didn't know it was open at 9 o'clock. If I'd known this, I'd be going it all the time. That's screw Korean barbecue. I'm a ramen person now. 9 o'clock, that's where it's at. It's not necessarily a good idea, but
what you're saying implicitly is you're going, I'll be open if there's a good business case to be open at that time. Right? Which is not the same thing as being open to every customer that wants to be there.
Yes. No, I'm saying be open for every customer that wants to be there, because that brings you open to opportunity.
Yeah, you got
Because
open up
there is
on
no
Tuesday.
ramen
I mean-
restaurant. There is no ramen restaurant that makes to order, right?
What?
They're not closed. There's no ramen restaurant that is closed unless someone orders.
Mm.
So they open. They're like, oh, this is the they gotta guess
Yeah, they're not
Like,
open in the morning.
when the
No
when
ramen
the,
restaurants open in the morning.
no, but they gotta guess. They gotta guess when people are gonna eat. When they're gonna go, oh, we'll open here and
guess I could go there in the
maybe
morning.
an hour either side, right? And but then if more and more people order later and later at night, they're going to be open at those hours, aren't they? And like there's but as it stands at the moment, they close at 6 o'clock. I don't know. They close at 8 o'clock or whatever it is, and so they would never know about this extra traffic.
Alright, so they give it a go for, let's say, a week, nothing happens, and they're like, no, but
Yes,
Dave's
nothing.
advice,
No,
Dave's advice told us to keep going.
Okay,
Years
no.
later, after
No,
they
no.
tried work,
No,
they
no,
don't
no.
know for at least
Because
half an hour.
they open it, they keep it open until the end of the quarter, let's say, and let's say you're the only one to show up, and then they know, oh, consumer demand is only one person is open.
so we better keep it open.
No.
For the one person,
No,
'cause that's when
because
they
it was
wanna
just
have
that
it,
one
that's
person. It was just that one person. So, oh, now we know that no one else has shown up. Not even that one person has showed up for the
Yeah,
rest of the quarter. Oh,
I'm
so
a customer on demand.
consumer demand now
It's not
says
zero.
that we close it earlier, and we
No,
close
because
it.
I
We
demand
close
ramen.
it 15. But that was just a
Look at
once
your
off. That was
question.
just a once off. That
Look
was
at your
just
question.
that was just a fucking once off. Don't interrupt me. That was a once off. And now for the rest of the quarter, they know that the people don't stay here this long, and so they'll close it a quarter hour.
I could change it any
And
day.
then a quarter hour earlier, and then an hour earlier, and then
And then one day after they just decided to close, I'll rock up at 9
Maybe.
and,
maybe not.
and I'll say, I don't want a ramen, I demand a ramen.
And they go, oh yeah, no worries.
because they're not there, because they just closed.
Why would they? They
Because
close
they-
at 9 o'clock, wouldn't they?
No, because they decided.
You just said when they close, and then I want to,
Yeah, they've closed. Now I rock up at 9.
and they've just closed.
No,
So it's
you're
fine.
putting the just closed in there.
Oh, okay, what time did they
I
close,
said
you fucking
they
retard?
closed.
What time did they close?
Let's say 8.
Fuck's sake.
8.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm getting at? What you're doing is not saying yes to this.
No. No.
You're-
No. I don't
I don't
even
know how you look
understand.
at this.
I don't understand what you were trying to say, but
It's
what
real
you
simple.
said is wrong.
Okay, so after the first quarter, they look back and they're like, alright, we've tried staying open to 9 because, we had that one customer.
Past 9. Because you wanted it at 9 o'clock.
Alright, sorry. We tried staying open past 9 and we've only made one sale this quarter from being open past 9.
Yes.
Therefore, since consumer demand is low,
Mm-hmm.
we're just not going to stay open past 9.
Yeah.
That's what you described.
Yeah.
Alright?
So
There
someone-
is still demand. There is demand of 1.
No,
Person.
that's gone. That was last quarter.
So then this next quarter, they start the process
Yes. Of course.
Oh.
You would,
Then what?
you keep changing the workload based on the consumer demand, and in this case, you would make more or less ramen depending on the consumer demand.
So then the next quarter, the first day of the next quarter, they go, hey, we only made one sale by staying past 9 and that cost us tons of money to pay everyone's wages to stick around. So we made it a huge loss, but we're going to keep trying it this quarter. This
Why?
quarter
No,
is a different
no,
quarter.
They wouldn't do that. They would go, oh, last quarter told us this, so we'll shut earlier.
Oh, yes,
That is meeting consumer demand.
Oh, but they didn't meet all the demand.
What demand?
I still would demand a ramen at 9.
Fine then, demand ramen at 9, see if I care.
Did you,
I think we're all in agreement then.
Yes.
Dave? You're just not getting the question.
I think maybe you're not getting the question.
Wait, but
You know, think about the question, but autistically.
Alright, let me put my autism glasses. Oh no, wait, that's a socially understood concept. Never mind. I forgot autistic, so no metaphors. Is the outcome, can't come out, or unless you're gay, of meeting, I don't want to have a meeting, consumer demand,
So there was a demand and you
the
met it.
best
The best.
pattern, is that one F or two?
Oh.
Of work.
Yeah. So I've got a demand.
Is
Do
the
you meet it?
outcome of meeting consumer demand the best pattern of
I've
work?
got a
Well,
demand.
what's the best?
I've got a
I
demand. Do
get
you
it.
meet it?
I
Do,
think
do
the best-
you meet it?
Best
And
is,
then follow
best
this through.
is subjective,
Do
right?
you meet it?
I'm autistic, I'm not paying attention.
yeah,
Best is subjective, so I get to choose.
No.
Okay,
but it almost always be tailored.
so I'm gonna pick yes, because the yes button is closer to me.
Alright, stop being autistic now.
Thank you.
Alright.
Fuck me.
I've got a demand
Yes.
to
Yeah,
run
yeah.
at 9 p.m. after
Uh-huh.
your business has only made one sale, being open past 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Right? And your business decided not to, in the next quarter, stay open past 9 p.m. But I have a
Sure.
demand. By not selling me the run because you're not open, have you met my demand?
Yes.
Well, not really, though, because he wants
We
it.
no, we met the demand last quarter. Do you have a new demand?
Yes. This quarter, I want to run at 9 p.m.
Oh yes, I see what you're saying there.
Did
Okay.
you meet my
Okay.
I'm saying if you can make
Yes,
more
of
money
course.
by foregoing a bit of consumer demand, which is like, so you just like you're just figuring out how to make the most money,
Yeah.
like based on. And I think you do that for every business, unless you like sell software, like online, in which case I don't even know if each sale would cost you anything. Like once you've already made it, and you're already paying for a server or whatever. Like that's like there's only very few things where you can sell something and it costs you absolutely nothing. But yeah, like you figure it out. Sometimes like making more, you lose money. You know, like so say we're talking about with the headphones. You said like, oh, we need to make like 2,236. Like you might like ship out orders in batches of 2,000, and then those other 236, you might be like, right, it's going to cost us like 400 headphones to do this shipping. Like,
I
so
see.
like, what's the point in sending out the extra 236?
So you say, oh,
So
let's
and then
get
you
the
just
delay
and then you just tell the
headphones.
people, you'd be like, yep, you're gonna have to wait a month, because that's when a bunch more orders will come in and we'll be able to send out another batch of
Yeah.
at least 400, so we can
Full
like even
shipping
cover that.
container rather than paying for a partial. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, but yeah, often like, you know, like the more demand you meet, the easier, cheaper it is. But sometimes, yeah, like you might be like, well, if we start meeting more demand, we have to like make a bigger warehouse and a bigger sweatshop, and you're like, that might cost more than it's worth for like that extra like 10% of demand.
Or you might have to keep
I see what
people
you
around
mean.
in the restaurant for a few more hours, costing you, like 10 times the price of the bowl of
Well,
ramen that you
Yeah,
sell.
I mean, and that, or one with labour shortages is like, if you, like, maybe meeting more demand is just gonna like push people out the door. Like I know my sisters used to work for a restaurant, and they like lost a couple of people, and they like had trouble like meeting the orders, and like some people were like, oh, we should like cut our opening hours because like we don't have the staff for this. They're like, no, we're gonna like keep it the same. We're gonna meet the same customer demand with less staff. And then like more people left because like it was just stressful and they had to do like the work with more people. And then it's like, do we cut our hours now? It's like, no, we're gonna meet the same demand. And so in the end, you just keep losing more and more people because it's like, you know, or like, so maybe you had like some customers who were like really awful, and you're like, oh, we can meet this customer demand. And you're like, yeah, sure. Like our workers will just like they'll just like stick it out, and then the workers are like, oh wait, like there's more jobs, and then they just leave, and then it's like, oh wait, like we should have just like told a couple of customers to fuck off, you know, or like been like, nah, we're not going to deal with these people, you know, and then like people would have maybe stuck around, but that's only like if people are like going to move jobs,
Yeah.
which not a lot of people do, but some people do, but definitely like yeah. I think the best pattern of work would just like you just got to figure out like whatever's gonna make you the most money, I guess.
Alright, let's just open up, you know, security,
yeah, okay.
start up the fridges on full, get the cashiers in.
The police as well, like you'd want to meet like I reckon you want to meet like 100% of demand. You know, if you can.
Mm.
You know, you wouldn't
I
be
feel like
you wouldn't be picky. You wouldn't be
You
like
don't want to drive demand down, I think.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, definitely demand for your
You want
services.
the least amount of arrests as possible.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure police officers do other things. I just don't know what they are. But you want the least number of arrests.
Yeah, but roughly,
That's
yeah.
good for society all around. And I don't mind I don't mind my tax dollars paying a police officer to lie in a hammock all day. If that's all he needs to do, then fine, pay him for that. I'm happy with that. Okay. I'm
Should he be training and like on the roads, like
Training
lifting
for
weights
what?
and like
training for
for
what?
when the time comes?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, true,
And so then
true.
Instead of being like, oh, the criminal's running away, I'm a bit out of shape, I won't be able to.
Yeah,
Or-
no, fair.
Or
fair.
they're running away and they're like, what do I do? But if they have great aim, they could get him in the legs
Yeah.
while they're running,
Have to kill him
you know, or suddenly
or
Get
get
three
stitched.
enemies are coming in, then he's just like bang, 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 you know, come through.
Yeah, just have like 10% of the police force, but just have them all like super cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You guys,
Sorry, definitely.
you guys ready to vote?
I'm ready to vote.
Yeah, I'm ready to vote.
Okay. Just gonna get the camera out real quick.
Oh yeah.
Round.
It's short.
How's that for hierarchy?
Just bits.
Alright. So countdown question and then we'll go vote and then there's an order.
Okay.
Is the outcome of meeting consumer demand the best pattern of work?
Decisive.
Ah, unanimous. Don't know, would it?
Oh yeah, alright. Well, I may as well flip it then.
Oh,
May as well
yeah,
not
so
do
you
selfie
get-
mode if you're gonna hold it.
There's a
yeah.
better camera, so I just hit the button.
I'll do the countdown actually, so I don't have
Very
to.
close.
Because there's no sound
okay.
to tell you that.
I'll have to say, yeah.
Yeah. No, like it will count down, and then once it finishes counting, I know it's recording.
Okay.
Okay.
And go.
According to Pizza String, the outcome of meeting consumer demand is not
Stop.
the best pattern of work.
Stop.
Did it? Was that it? Is that the whole
No,
time?
stop like halfway through you talking.
Oh, okay. How much time do I have? Hang on.
You've done
One,
it
two,
like you've got like
three,
4 seconds.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oof. Okay.
I have to just speak faster.
You're gonna have to really speak fast.
I could do it.
Yeah.
No. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time, and then otherwise I'll just do the. Try like subscribe for the full video or whatever, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you won't know until you subscribe. According to Pizza String, the outcome of this, and then just, yeah.
Well, I mean, they
I
did
don't
see
know.
the 3 no's, so it's
free.
Oh,
for most
yeah,
of it,
Yeah. I'll just do the. Okay, hang on. According to, I've already said it though.